Alright, so water elemental's not really coastal wildlife, but guy's just hanging out. I was a bit of a beefier guy, so basically I gotta tuck down in here and then go to the middle to get to that skirmish. But yeah, I dig it. Like, Diablo-like's not usually my thing, but this is pretty straightforward, and the controller stuff works really well, in my opinion. Just like, as noted, some chug here and there.
Help! I was studying some artifacts, but they started drawing.
So sometimes the skirmishes are opened by talking to somebody, but if you see a glowy circle like this, usually green or blue. I think the major ones might be purple, but there should have been an indicator on the ground. Oh, okay, I've done this one before. I remember this now. Oh yeah, if you see a circle, if you walk in it, that'll usually start the thing. If it doesn't start, look for a guy with a diamond to talk to. The end. If you're playing mouse and keyboard, the movement is more of a click and go there sort of thing. Okay, I see what's up. I don't have to fight the things. I gotta get orbs and run them. But usually they're on a bit of a time limit, so. And it's summoning from other areas, so none of these are going to count as coastal wildlife. Looks like strictly Shiv and Benalia, actually. The Kavu are in Shiv, normally. As are the goblins. Maybe it's all Shiv and stuff. I don't know, it should work here.
I think the artifacts have stopped.
Okay. You done?
Something big is coming. You'll have to defeat it.
There's also paid options for the different classes. That's if you don't want to work on getting the in-game currency to get them, and those packs also come with extra aesthetic stuff, if that's what you're into. But then they also cost like $15, I think. US anyway. Yeah, classes and packs. What's in the bundle? Oh, I think that just gets you all the costumes, which is tempting. And an extra spell, although. Again, but that, like, the Zen there, that literally, that's the cryptic currency, and like that, it basically, 1 Zen is 1 cent, is what it translates to. So, like, yeah. Oh, 25! 25 for the starter packs. Well, that's, yeah, don't do that. Unless you really want furry helmet. I think it gives you some spell pages too, but don't do that. Where are we going? Oh, we gotta be a coastal wildlife, so let's go find a coast. Oh, and more skirmishes. So yeah, just fire that up. Those bubbles in this area, they just do damage. You can break the little pink ones, but like, you can't stop the sources, so it's easier to just avoid them, honestly. Really hoping this isn't a repeat of the one we just did, but whatever. The other diamonds are fast travel points, or the ones that are kind of on the edge of the map. Those usually lead to
Let's hope that's the last of them.
ordeal battles. Okay, is it just a mana tower? I don't think this counts as a. This isn't going to count as a skirmish, but I can show you what the mana towers are all about. They're about turning your map off, so it's not in the way. Oh hey, all right, there we go. Summon a friend. Throw some weeds around. I said throw some weeds around. There you go. So yeah, there's these guys around it that you got to clear out, but they're not going to clear out till you They start uncoupling from the tower as
Power! I cannot control it!
some of the voice acting's a little, yeah, but that's typical for these. But yeah, like as you beat more of the dudes that keep popping in, they'll uncouple the main dudes from the tower here, and you got to whack them.
I have to make it home! I better, contribute this thing to the vaults!
I do appreciate how many they've summoned here. This is great. Also, the planar mana doesn't really seem tied to the plane you're on, like, at least for killing guys who get random stuff. There are these planar wisp creatures, I'll point one out if we run into one, where they like leave a trail of the special colored mana, which again is for unlocking classes and other stuff, cards at your little base. We might check that out real quick before I finish, if I remember. But, they leave a trail, and then every now and then they'll drop their shields, and you beat the crap out of them, and if you beat the crap out of them all the way, they explode into a whole bunch, like, it's like 20 mana. And if you finish a mission in a given area, you'll get a bit extra planar mana for that's tied to that area, but that's about it. So, like, if you need white mana, do missions in Benalia. Need blue mana, or blue planar mana, you come here to, oh, we got a big boy. I think I actually hit that. Oh. Some of the visuals seem to be glitching on these enemies, too. Again, in beta. I like it. It's a bit of a grind sometimes, but honestly, like I said, the battle pass for $10 for 90 days, that's not bad at all. And even without it, the rewards were coming in pretty well, so it doesn't feel particularly predatory in any more predatory than loot boxes and stuff are by default. Again, my go-to comparison is Star Trek Online. Like, there's plot there. I feel like they're going to add more over time, but it turns into more of just a grind stuff, get some visuals you like, and just kill time. But that's been going for 11 years, and they've still managed to tuck things here in now and then that are fresh. And you've got like all of the MTG lore to reference, so there's plenty of ways they could squeeze in missions and new areas and stuff to do. And there's always the Diablo comparison, because you are basically just getting loot in the form of a bajillion different
Use the mana forms to suppress the teleportation magic. Hurry!
a bajillion different in-game currencies instead of gems and things. And, yeah, no inventory management, unlike Diablo, which used to drive me nuts. But yeah, actually, shortly before the raid, there was another person who stopped it a couple times. And I stopped playing Magic around Ice Age. Technically, actually, I believe whatever the first Mirage expansion was definitely where I ended. But like, yeah, I'm way out of the loop. So they've been catching me up on names that are vaguely familiar, because I pick up a little bit of it. I watch a lot of Loading Ready Run stuff on YouTube and on their Twitch, so like literally half their content is Magic the Gathering related. So I've been getting explanations of the stuff that I've been picking up via osmosis.
I think the artifacts have stopped.
So the artifacts have stopped, and we should get Big Boy again.
Something big is coming. You'll have to defeat it.
Not big enough. Also, don't mind the card art. That's been glitching since day one.
I'll get these
At least for me.
Academy vaults.
Oh. Well, somebody had something spicy to say, but we're alright. Cool. But yeah, that's not what giant growth looks like, obviously. And again, it's free, so it's like the install wasn't too intensive, and if you don't like it, uninstall it. And also keep in mind, again, still in beta, still needs some polish. Alright, I'm looking for more swords. There's one if I... Well, we'll kill these guys. And hang a left. Just like pay attention to tutorials and maybe explore all your menus to figure out what's going on, because there's been stuff popping up that I didn't even realize was a thing. I haven't missed anything major, but it's like, oh, I can do that. Like when you finish a story, when you finish any of the ordeals or story missions, if you want to play it again for more rewards, you can actually just click it on the map, or sometimes even in just the list of missions for that story segment, which is really nice.
There we go. Got him.
And thank you for the follow. For what it's worth, I think I kind of mentioned it earlier. I don't play this all the time. I'll get the map out of here. But like anytime, like I'm trying to work all the story bits on stream, and then basically whenever they have an event or something, we'll pop back in to check what's up, or whenever they get around to doing more story stuff down the line. I want Homerid summons for me. I love Homerids. Also, each class, you'll notice it's mapped to my left bumper and right bumper on controller next to my little bars there. They each have like special abilities. That's how I'm doing like the little ground explosion like this, or this little hop. So like, I've only played the Beast Warden Master or whatever class other than this. They fight with an axe instead of Fisty LaRue, and they have a thing. They also they have a little either fox buddy. So it's basically like having one summon hanging out with you all of the time, which is kind of nice. Like the construct that's fighting for me right now, the Dreadnaught. That is a spell that I cast specifically to make happen, and we're gonna bring a Green Warden in again. But like with the Beast Warden, like that fox does not count against your creature points in your deck. It's a special point, so you can't just fill your entire deck with summons and have like 30 guys following you around, because it would A, chug the game massively, and B, get kind of unfair. Oh, more Homerids. So I need to get them coastal kills. Oh, we got the coastal kills. Okay, we can go back and turn this in then. That all kind of worked out for the best. But yeah, that 11 of 12 points is my creature points, up by the little slashy claw number of creatures in the deck. Boop. Sometimes the fast travel points get a little weird about where you're clicking on them. And the game is pretty good about easing you A into each area, and B before that even they gives you a good rundown of your skills and whatnot. Like, it's not too slow. It's a little slow, but it's not too slow. So it's not horrendous to learn, even if. And also, yeah, like every like refuge area, base town, whatever, for each section has a tailor where you can. I don't know if I got anything new actually. And a lot of other NPCs, like if they have a gray diamond, often they can just be chatted with. Also, when picking a class, don't worry about aesthetics, because at the very least, you will have access to all of the starting outfit stuff. This is not all starting outfit stuff, but like that's the helmet from the green guy. So So like all the 5 classes starting area outfits you can pick and choose from to mix and match. So you don't have to pick just based on looks. And then as you go, you'll find more outfit pieces on the map. But anyway, yep, have a good night. I think that's all the major explanation I had right now. I'm gathering this area is a little crowded. Since it's kind of the home base, hence why it's chugging a little more than everything else. Alright, turn this in. Please let me turn it in.
Greetings. How
These rewards are working.
So, the faculty wants to speak with the Chancellor about the Forbidden Vaults before we take action, but we have another problem.
Alright, well the wards didn't do much.
Strange. Well, I need to speak to the Chancellor before we investigate the Forbidden Vault further.
I think they doubled up the audio for that.
Problem we could use help with.
What do you help with? Armors are disrupting some research at the Spice Coast. We'll go talk to R10 there. How are we on progress in here? Okay, so we'll do this Dreadnaught defense and I'll probably call it a night. Oh wait, I wanted the map, my bad. I don't know where that coast is. I kind of wish they'd have little labels on the map besides just on the things. I feel like, okay, we'll hit this. We can whack the mythic if I'm feeling frisky. Also, your summons will follow you most of the time, which is nice. They just teleport to catch up with you. Unless you go into arena, or if you planeswalk to a different plane, yeah, they go away. And as you cast spells, new ones from your deck rotate into your 4-card hand, as it were. That's one of those planar wisps I was talking about that drops the planar mana. I'll probably whack it as we go. I feel like it might be in the arena there. Somebody's fighting it. It'll probably be dead before I find it. But I'm gonna go whack that wisp. Yeah, that's fine. Apparently just pieced out. I didn't know they could do that. Okay. No mythic for me. That's fine. Go talk to this guy. He'll probably send me on a mission. And now that it's that Echo the Banished, that's the world boss that pops up every time you fill that bar. Sometimes it's a different Echo. Also, sometimes with the little skirmishes, little sword things, there are special ones that have extra rewards. So they're worth keeping an eye out for. Alright, we're at a coast.
Good to see you again, traveler.
So, y'all need help?
Yes, Homerids have overrun our coastal facility just down this path. We've deployed Dreadnaughts to clear the area, but they may need a bit of a boost.
How do we boost?
Dreadnaughts require large amounts of mana to operate at peak efficiency. Sentinel Favrik is watching over the facility. I'm sure he can tell you how to power them up.
Okay. And, okay, it's an ordeal. Ordeals, you'll usually have like 3 players max. Sometimes they'll instance it for just 1, and you can actually do that for... You can actually solo them. Most of them are doable. At least on normal. I haven't really tried them solo. But if it's a multiplayer one, it'll automatically like set a waiting queue for 3 people to join. And there's enough people playing the beta that you could catch people. I get people in at like 2, 3 in the morning. Just fine. Alright, so what's going on?
The Homerids are building walls and impeding research between the coastal facility and the beach. I'm not sure what they're planning. but I know how we can stop them.
Alright, what are we breaking?
I'll deploy a Dreadnaught to break down walls and lead you to the beach. But you'll have to keep it charged and prevent the Homerids from swarming it.
How do I do that?
Eliminate any lightning elementals you see along the way. You can use the remnants of their energy to keep the Dreadnaught charged and going strong.
Okie dokie. Let's ride.
Artifact to summon a lightning elemental. Destroy it, and we can get started. All right, take that energy to the Dreadnaught to charge it.
Okay, it follows me like the mana orbs. Got it.
Perfect. Now keep it charged and moving.
So it's just an extended escort mission. Oh, that's cool. Let's do that more often because I would like to keep this thing supercharged. Beef it up. Good timing. Later, nerds. Okay, it's not even reacting to the damage I'm doing. Ooh. What a spicy boy. Oh, we summoned some creatures. I forgot, since we came into an instance, my boys are gone. And you could totally play a no creature deck too. Like there's plenty of. They basically folded instants and sorceries together. Enchantments exist as well, but I don't know if I even have any. If I do, I haven't really used them. All right. Enough killing. We're getting extra points for the killing, but yeah, we gotta find some more lightning elementals. Juice up my boy here. Where'd you go? Oh, it's getting busy over here. Oh, okay. There's a lightning boy. Yeah, don't let that guy get too far ahead of you. There he is. You respawn. Juice him. Hang on to the juice for when the supercharge ends. I don't know if there's a specific end goal, like does it run out of walls or anything? There's probably a little end boss to fight, but it's usually nothing too major. teleported. Jerk. For a second, I thought I still had my old axe powers.
Done it. The path to the beach is open.
All right.
Now, watch out for any juggernauts.
Dreadnaught, Juggernaut, so many knots. For me. Oh. It's not showing me a health bar for our boy anymore, so that's kind of nice. Probably don't have to worry about that as much. Are we just hanging out and beating the crap out of these guys, or what? Well, they want me to beat Juggernauts, so I guess we're gonna find more Juggernauts to beat. I don't see any more hanging out, so... I like that the orbs still hang out, just in case your supercharge ends. Alright, we're going this way then. Oh, hey! Another guy? What if 2 Dreadnaughts would've let me... It will let me have my cake and eat it too, well goddamn. And now we can supercharge more than one. Oh ho! I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, can't supercharge the other ones. That's a shame, but whatever. I want to take a look around to see if there's any more hanging out. Yeah! Like, I don't know, I don't remember which one's the superchargeable one, so here we go. Yeah, at this point we're just on a murder grind for points. One more minute. Gets a little grindy. One could use a little more flavor going on right now. Like, have a guy yelling on it here and there about stuff. Get it up a little bit there. I guess the animalistic thing, Fury, counts as an enchantment. That buffs me. Good to debuff. Alright, 16 seconds. Spin to win, friends. Charge it one more time. You done here? No, to speak with the Tolarian Sentinel. I guess we can just leave now. Oh, we got a spell. Rampant Growth. That's one I remember. What's up, buddy?
The Homerids have retreated, which means we can finally get back to our research. I'll let Halid know the coast is clear. No pun intended.
Work got done. Alright. Now we'll get this Chesty LaRue. Still silver? I thought we kicked ass, but maybe we're just a little short on points. Need a little more. I can summon Homerids now if I want to, which I do eventually. You can buy slots for more decks, but they haven't really taught me to make new decks, so. That or maybe you have to pay money to get deck slots. It's another cryptic hallmark there. Probably have loadout slots too. Call that services. And the game... Okay, the game's still running, but it tabbed me out for some reason. Or it at least vanished off my monitor, which is weird. Oh, okay. Windows was like, update your update settings. I don't run a version that gets updated anymore, so... Bite me. Why aren't you working? Okay, we're back. Alright, so we got a level. You guys could see it, but it kept dropping off my monitor. I'm also running it at full screen also helps with performance issues a bit as well right now. I'm hoping I can go back to maximize window later because that switches out a little more cleanly.
Greetings. How can I help you today?
Coast is clear.
Homerids are disrupting some research being conducted at a facility off the Spice Coast.
That's not what you're saying. Yeah, okay, so his audio seems to be glitched. Again, beta, it's fine. But Dos Sesco and I did some digging and identified it was stolen.
Thank you for protecting the facility, traveler. While you were away,
It's
Dos and Sesco and
it's like one phrase behind what it should be saying. Okay.
stolen from the Forbidden Vault.
Okay, so let's talk to Joda. Joda.
Magic surrounds us all.
You noticed. What's up?
You must be Ral Zarek's new friend. Halid tells me you've already made quite the name for yourself here in the Academy of Solaria West.
Word gets
We'll
around.
get around to that. For now, let's discuss the stolen research. It belonged to a student named Yasu, who wanted to help people by fusing flesh with artifacts.
Oh, this is gonna get weird and gross, isn't it?
The risk of researching this kind of fusion outweighs the benefits. I banned his research to protect the Academy. A few days later, however, he was murdered.
That's bad.
I've brought some artifacts to help us investigate, but it seems Iyasu's wife Kalila got here first. While I ease tensions here, do you think you'd be willing to investigate?
Yeah, I guess.
I call this artifact the Memorial Stone. It projects memories from ambient energy. Charge it at a mana tower, take it to the Academy Wilds up north, and look for any clues.
Okay. Alright, but yeah, I'm going to cut it there for the night. We'll do Act 2 and 3 whenever my next session is. I don't know what those two boost flags mean. I have no idea. Looks like it's a boost for planar mana, and I don't know what that first one is. Oh, it might be for Spark? Which is, like that blue energy bar that lets me do the cool thing where I turn into a golem. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. All the classes have unlockable abilities as they go. Some are passive, some are boosts on your actives. And that last one, the diamond, that unlocks a trait that you can then... Oh, I hit the wrong button. That you can then slot, and you can slot 3 at a time. There's artifacts you pick up. They're basically boosts for specific... These are upgradable with reliquary bits and whatnot, and they boost... That, as you can see, they boost your abilities and stuff. And then equipment is wearable and also boosts stuff. A lot of boosting. And you'll just get those as you go. Alright, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to look at my Hammered Warrior here if it'll let me. There we go. But yeah, shout outs to Homerids because Fallen Empires ruled. I will brook no guff spoken against it. But yeah. Normally I am here. Enjoy the chaos. But yeah, normally I'm here every weeknight. It's been 9 p.m. usually. All those day jobs been picking up, so I might have to bump it to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. EDT, if you want to punch the code in. I think the schedule on Twitch, I tried to update it over the weekend for the next week's streams, but Mondays, right now, I've just been doing stuff that I kickstarted. Never got around to finishing. We got 2 more games that fit that category, or stuff that I saw on Kickstarter and couldn't kickstart, but wanted, and, you know, probably, like, played the demos or whatever. There's a handful of those as well. You pick up Quantum Suicide, actually. Tuesdays are horror games, 2 spoops days. Wednesdays are Bund to the Influence, that's racing games and a few beers. Usually I try to play 6 to varying amounts of time, mostly tasters, and I'll like play something I want to finish or whatever. Format on that might change a little bit soon, but yeah, Wednesdays racing. Thursdays are whatever the hell Thursdays are. Tonight it's Magic. It's basically whatever I feel like playing. Like if something new comes out or something updates and I want to check it out, or just something I want to play. And then Fridays are Franchise Fridays right now. We've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm also on a podcast for Sonic the Hedgehog called Sonic, or Gotta Go Cast, where we're playing all the Sonic the Hedgehog games, and if I have to play one for that, we do that on Fridays. So expect some Sonic every couple of weeks in the future. Yes, again, scheduling kind of reworking right now, as well as layouts and whatnot, but I'm going to get back up to the level of production I used to have when I had enough time for it. But yeah, weekends I don't usually stream weekends, but if you follow the channel, or hit up twitter.com/NEK0BUN. I always post when I go live there. So like sometimes if something's going on in Animal Crossing, I'll usually slot that in outside the normal time slot, or like there's been 1 or 2 times I've come back to this to bust out some more story mode, or if there's a night where my connection is really bad, which happens more often than not because Comcast is garbage. Well, I wouldn't say more often than not, but almost at least once a week, we'll come back to finish. If we were in the middle of something when the connection decided to choke and not bounce back within 10 minutes, we'll come back and replay the stuff that at least finish the quest that I wanted to work on to get that out of the way, or whatever task it was. So that's it. That's the tweet. I'm just gonna let auto host. Well, actually, let me see if anybody's on. Let me get out of here. Wait, I would select to go to the menu I'm talking about. That's a lot of red planar mana, damn. And not a lot of black. What was I doing? Oh yeah, exiting the game.